This month we're taking a closer look at Zimbabwe and the link between conservation and tourism. And we have Chris Moriarty, our Africa Program Director, and Haley Plaskett, our in-country partner from Zimbabwe. Ann and I have had an amazing experience at a lookup blind in Hwange National Park, where elephants come in close for water. So tell us about the Water for Hwange project and what are your goals?
Yeah, so the Water for Hwange project aims to raise funds in order to hybridize some of the diesel pumps that are installed in Hwange National Park. These pumps generate water for wildlife during the dry season, but diesel is pretty inefficient, so we're switching them over to solar diesel hybrids that will allow them to be more efficient and effective to provide water for the wildlife. At the same time, we're also providing boreholes and water points in some of the neighboring villages to Hwange, and our project is looking to fund those pumps, fund those boreholes in an effort to both support wildlife conservation and allow the communities adjacent to the park to also benefit.
Excellent, yeah. So we love working with Envelo and your operation on the ground there, because your close working relationship with communities, especially, and leasing lands to them so they benefit when we stay in your properties. And just tell us a little bit more about how this project will create that link between benefits of wildlife conservation and tourism.
Firstly, Kurt, thank you so much for having me in Seattle today. It's great to be here all the way from Zimbabwe, and it's great to be involved in such a special project. As you've mentioned, so Envelo is all about connecting people with nature, and that's not just connecting our guests and our tourism with the beautiful wildlife we have in Hwange, but it's also about the community upliftment we can do in the surrounds of the park. So this great itinerary that we've all partnered together to work with is going to be taking you to two of our lodges that is actually built on community land. So that in itself, just coming out, is already working to help with that community upliftment, because we employ from the communities, and it's about making sure that those frontline communities benefit from understanding why they need to conserve and look after those parks, because a lot of the time where we see beautiful wildlife, they've experienced something very different. So
like elephants tromping their crops,
absolutely,
or problems with wildlife,
losing their livestock, and being problem animals. So it's been a very important mission for us with Envelo to make sure that we are creating a great trifecta of educating our communities on why they need to preserve this beautiful park. And the best way we can do that is by guests coming out and visiting us and being able to see those benefits through job employment, and through, for example, with this project, which is so fantastic, is about water. So three of our areas that we look after is education, water, and health, so this fits very much into it. But what I love about this project is the fact that we're going to be looking after two water holes for the communities neighboring Camelthorne, which is one of the camps you'll be staying at, and then also actually the solar hybridization in the park itself. So it's a community project and it's a wildlife conservation project. And the community project, why this is incredible, is the one school that we'll be actually drilling the borehole there has 450 kids, and at the moment they have to take water to school with them. So what an impact that's going to make in itself. And then the other village looks after 600 villagers. So the impact of this in itself is over 1,000 people are going to have safe potable water. So this is fantastic, as well as looking after our elephant, because Hwange doesn't have any natural water sources. So it's very much up to the operators to look after this wonderful wildlife that we have in that park.
And what I love about this project is that Chris is going to be leading a trip, and this is going to be a real close-up insider's view for those travelers who are going to be going with you. At this point in your career, you were a Peace Corps volunteer in Namibia. You've been working with us now, planning safaris all over sub-Saharan Africa. You led a group of high schoolers throughout Namibia and South Africa. I mean, how does this fit into your interests and your goals now, leading the safari and doing this conservation work?
Yeah, everything's kind of coming together perfectly. It's really wonderful. You're right, I was in the Peace Corps in Namibia, but a little known fact is I was originally supposed to go to Zimbabwe to serve in the Peace Corps, and for a variety of reasons that didn't come to be. And so after the Peace Corps, I studied international development for grad school, and then I'm now working in the adventure travel world, which is fantastic. And so getting a chance to go back to Zimbabwe has been really meaningful, and especially to be able to contribute to something that's making a tangible difference in the lives of everyday people, as well as contribute to the conservation efforts of wildlife in Hwange. It's amazing, and I'm eager to share that. I love, something that I really enjoy is getting other people excited about Africa, in this case specifically Zimbabwe. It's such a wonderful place, and I think that our partners there with Imvelo and these lodges and camps and the programs that they've got going on for conservation and community development, it's a win-win-win for everyone. The guests benefit from learning and engaging and being a part of this. The communities benefit and the wildlife benefits. So it's one of those rare cases where it all really comes together. And for me, it's in some ways a culmination of everything that I've been involved in for the past few decades. So I'm really excited about this.
Excellent.
And what a great time to come to Zimbabwe as well. There's a new mood, there's a new atmosphere. So it's a fantastic time to come and visit this country and come to some of the the most beautiful parts of it in this itinerary that has actually been put together. So you'll get down to the remotest part of Hwange, as well as you've said, do this fantastic community work, and we couldn't be prouder and happier to work with you guys.
And you're
so
camping.
Thank you for that. And the fly camping.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So there's a lot of unique experiences that you'll have on this itinerary.
Excellent. All right, thanks.